welcome to GTB TV. I'm Brian Dolby reporting in London, where I'm talking today to Nidhish Parikh, who is the President and Chairman of the DLNA. Nidhish, you've just come back from CES in Las Vegas, where I think you had a very successful week talking about premium content, among other things. What sort of work is the DLNA doing in this area?
Yes, quite right, Brian. We had quite a successful, I would say, presence at CES. One of the reasons, the main highlight for us there was the introduction of DLNA premium content guidelines, and what that allows you to do. It's a brand new capability for DLNA. It allows the consumer to have a multi-room content sharing experience for premium content, movies, videos. So you can watch a movie, for example, start a movie off in one room, through your managed service, your set-top box, and then you can in the living room, for example, in the evening, and then you can go to your bedroom and then finish off the movie there, I think. Or with the one set-top box. Currently, that sort of experience is available, but what you then need is a set-top box per room. And what was really even more exciting was the fact that we have a number of service provider members of DLNA who have been spearheading this development, with the support of all the other membership as well. And they were actually at CES demoing the capabilities with their set-top boxes as well, because it's great for them as well. As much as people like to think, they're not really in the business of selling set-top boxes, they're in the business of selling services. And so, each and every set-top box does take managing as well by the service providers, and of course, there are energy considerations as well. Even on standby, they take a lot of energy. So it's not very green, to have a house full of set-top boxes. So I think it's good for them as well, and it's a good user experience as well for them. So it was very exciting to have them along at CES demonstrating this.
Now, this is just one area that you've been working in. Give us a little bit of background of the history of the DLNA.
Sure. So DLNA, we started back in 2003. And at that time, there were a handful of companies, and there was we all came together with a single vision, and that is to have a connected home environment where consumers can easily share their digital content, whether it's photos, music, videos, and now movies as well, very easily around the home. And I think that is a single vision, and I'm glad to say that over the years we have consistently delivered to that vision. But of course, a vision, so a good vision, you never actually get to. But I think we made a very good progress, good effort year on year in adding DLNA capabilities, starting with sharing of photos, maybe on a TV screen, slideshows, etc. We've added printer capabilities for network printers in the home. Over the years, we've added mobile devices and now smart devices, etc. And the world these days is quite different to what it was back in 2003, where there weren't so many connected devices. But I think it's just a foresight of the original members, who could see this type of evolution, this sort of trend, of connected device and connected entertainment, where we now see these devices which have where DLNA has a lot to offer, and is quite relevant, and that shows in the number of devices we actually have there which are DLNA certified.
Yeah, I mean, people don't really understand, I think, in general, a lot of the work that forums like this do. I mean, you've played a major role in what we now talk about every day in terms of as the connected home. That's right.
That's right. Connected home, it may seem like quite a new term, novel term, and it may mean a lot of things to a lot of people. But in the AV context, audiovisual content context, connected home is something that we have been working towards and continue to do that for many years. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course you mentioned 2003, so I sense we've got a 10th birthday, so celebrations and congratulations on that. What do you see for the next 10 years? Where do you think, where are the challenges coming up for DLNA?
Well, so DLNA is not a complacent organization. We, when you just look at our roadmap of in the past, the capabilities that we've added, you can see that we are always striving, to move forward and be relevant. So, there is quite a lot of exciting things in the market. Be it smart TVs, connected TVs, be it services, in the cloud that consumers want to discover, get access to, and enjoy that type of content, streaming content, more and more, or anything else. We rely on our members. We have, we started with something like 15 members, and we now have in excess of 240 members. And at that time, when we first started, we had predominantly US and some Japanese vendors, but now members. But now we have a global reach of that. So we rely on the experience, expertise of our members, who have a good pulse of the consumers. We rely on the market trends and growing market trends. And what we try and do is to serve up to that, up to those requirements, those sort of trends, and make it easier and easier for consumers, to, as I said, to enjoy the content. And so you could expect many exciting things over the next few years coming from DLNA.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to hearing more, but in the meantime, thanks for speaking to us.
Okay. Thank you very much.